Welcome back. This is Brews with the Homies. We got a special guest on this episode. It's Matt. He made his debut like a long time ago. Now he's back. It's about time we had you back.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a long minute.
Thanks for having me, guys.
What have you been up to, my man?
Not much, man. Just enjoying the off season, working, chilling, waiting for hockey and football to get back finally. So,
and that's like what, right around the corner?
couple weeks for football, couple weeks for hockey. So, yeah, just enjoying the off season and just chilling. Yeah.
Oh, it's great when you're a Bills fan.
Dude, cover a Madden 24.
Yeah,
feels good.
24. You got what? Favorites to win MVP right now, too.
Favorites to win MVP. We all just won a Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Fucking, that was amazing. So, yeah, it's been a good summer.
It's been a good summer. So, JB, you've got some beer up in front of us here.
Yes, we got quite a few.
Yeah, you got some of this when you were in California. There's a new brewery up there I see that we haven't had on the podcast yet.
Yeah, so a lot of people have seen it. They've done a huge promotion, and they're all over like TikTok, Instagram. Villains Brewing, they took over the Modern Times location over there in Anaheim. Went to check it out. It was pretty cool. A lot of food options, a lot of different beers from themselves at a couple guest taps. They're doing a couple seltzers too. So I wanted to try it. Overall, had a good experience and wanted to bring something back. This one I enjoyed. So it's their Mario Kart Blueberry Wheat Ale. So it comes in at 5.5%, and it's supposed to be light, sweet, easy drinking.
Ooh, Mario Kart.
Smells good, boys.
Almost
Yeah.
like Mario Tart.
Yeah, gave me that kind of like 8-bit reminder.
Wow.
That's nice. That's light.
Yep, light, easy, a little bit of sour, nothing too much.
I don't get too much
Little
sour
candied.
on it. Little candy.
Yeah,
It's like soft.
it is
It's a
very
real soft mouthfeel.
That is a real soft mouthfeel. You know, like the Gatorade, like when you get the powder, you don't put enough powder in there, and kind of like has that like soft Gatorade taste to it. That's what I'm kind of getting off of that.
It's got a little bit like a light fruit punch vibe.
Yeah, like the fruit punch one. Like if
Yeah.
you didn't put enough like of the fruit punch like sugar into it, it just like kind of got like that little like
It's
kind
good.
of trick cereal in a way. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
tripped
yeah.
me out a little bit.
I like the Crowler though too. They did a really good job, especially just starting out artwork wise.
Yeah, because I think it's a mix of they can't do copyrighted stuff on the Crowler.
Right.
But at the location, they have a bunch of awesome artwork, like Vader, all the villains. Like instead of Straight Outta Compton, they have like
straight out of the Death Star. That would be dope.
That would be pretty dope. But a bunch of different artworks, super cool location. I definitely recommend people check out when they're in Anaheim. For beer wise, I tried their West Coast. Super clear, super clean tasting. I think they went with a very approachable model.
Yeah.
I don't think they're doing anything crazy in terms of being super hoppy, super crazy characteristics in any of their beers yet. The seltzer wasn't on that like super hard, like pungent side. It was more of just light, crisp, kind of refreshing seltzer.
Okay.
So just easy, crushable beers. Even though it's pretty high ABV, some of the seltzers, I think 8 to 10%.
I'm excited.
8 to 10.
Yeah, it's a cool.
I mean, like I was telling you guys, like pre-pod, I was wanting to get out there. That vegan crunch wrap always looked insane. I feel like everybody got to go besides me.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get out of town. I was just busy. And then they closed down. And I was like, dude, fuck. Like,
Yeah, it was delicious for sure. But
did you get to go to the OG, the Modern Times?
yeah, yeah. So that was a super tight location. I picked up a lot of the membership stuff when I was there, so I went like 3 or 4 times, and it was cool. I just don't think they marketed it the right way or brought the right crowd in. I think that's something that Villains is really trying to do, is really promote that as a partnership between a restaurant and some brewing and kind of bridge that gap, right?
Right.
It's tough when people like us that love craft beer and we're die-hard fans of this incredible stuff that we get in, but we gotta sometimes take a step back and remember the point of craft beer is to bring people together and drink really good beer, and sometimes it's finding that middle ground and getting people into craft beer. I think they're gonna do a huge job and help that market over there in Anaheim. Even though you have Monkish down the street, you could get Green Cheek, Bottle Logic, but there's that market for something that's a little bit more approachable, have a food option there, and hopefully make some craft beer fans that will venture to Monkish and the places around there and support some of these other breweries that we love so much.
Yeah. I mean, you said the food was great over there too, right?
Yep, the food was good. That I had the birria tacos. They had like a side of like mashed potatoes with bacon in it, and it was cheesy. That was delicious. And they had smashed sliders. That were cool. The waffle fries. That was
Oh, dude.
so
So we just
good.
hop in the car now and go. Like,
I'm hungry, and now we're talking about food.
dude, before we hopped on the episode, we were had like a 30-minute conversation about food.
Yep. We're all just fat kids at heart. So
Yeah.
I was like,
Matt's trying to become master chef over here.
yeah. Took up a lot of cooking in the off season. It's been fun. So yeah, we're going into soup season, which is great. Where
Oh,
I just try to like challenge myself, make wild, crazy soups. So it's weird. It's an old man thing, but I love it. I was like, get to feed all your friends, and it's like warm and hearty during the winter, even though we don't get much of a winter here in Vegas. So it's nice.
Pair some good
Kinda
beers
do.
with it.
Right?
They kind of do. It can drop to like
It's got a little better.
30s, you know?
Yeah.
It did snow like 3 times this year.
Yeah,
So
so yeah.
your definition of snow, but I was like,
There's a lot of different snow that falls in Vegas.
Dang.
No, there
If
is.
you know, you know.
Damn. You gotta keep your nose clean.
Not for the kids.
Not for the kids.
So what are you guys been up to? Dustin, I see you wearing the WNBA jersey. How's
Oh,
Yeah, you
man.
went to
how was the end of
All-Star game,
basketball
right?
season? How was
NBA basketball season. I peaked. So my actual birthday, the Nuggets won the finals, and then the next day the Golden Knights won. So like, I was
Bang,
right
bang.
in a high, and then the Nuggets beat Gabby's team, the Miami Heat. So like, I was
Cloud 9.
cloud 10.
big fan of Nikola Jokic being like, I should go tend to my horses. I just want to go to the horse races.
Yep. Hey, let that man. That dude. Let that man do what he wants to do.
I don't know if you saw today. He got the highest rating on the next NBA game. He is like a 98. Yeah, 98 overall.
Hey, should have won MVP over Embiid. That's a different topic though. But then once the NBA season wraps up, Vegas becomes like the mecca of basketball, right? They have the NBA Summer League. So this year was their first time doing like an NBA con.
Yeah.
And then got to go experience that. Got some Nuggets player to sign my championship flag. Got a picture with the finals trophy.
That's sick.
They're like, don't touch it, but I definitely had my hand on the back. I was like,
You gotta touch it, right?
Yeah,
Like,
you got to.
I'm taking my shot if I'm that
yeah,
close.
yeah, like literally was like, how many times can you say like,
Yeah,
you had that chance?
Touch
to
the
do
finals trophy.
something? Yeah, like
Come on.
only if you're like somebody that's in the front office, right? Or like if you just won, like oh yeah, you can touch it.
So, question now: what do you think? NBA coming to Vegas odds?
Oh, it's happening. So this is funny that you say that. So Adam Silver, day 2 of NBA Con, this is when they went on ESPN and announced the play-in tournament, right?
Yeah.
So Gabby and I, we're loud people, right? We're up in the front. So, like, we get to see the whole production of it. All right, we're going to commercial. 3, 2, 1. All right, you're on. So Adam Silver's up there. He's like, oh, yeah, we're about to announce the NBA play-in tournament. So it cuts because they go to commercial.
Right.
Everybody's quiet, and you hear Gabby and I, Adam, bring a team to Vegas. And you see him kind of, like, give us, like, the side eye and kind of, like, and then went right back to it. Boom. And so at the end of it, the people off to the side was like, hey, like, did you guys see the announcement? We're like, what? They're like, they pretty much have a final deal.
Yeah.
Seattle and Vegas are doing it. They just got to figure out the details of who's going to be the owner,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where they're going to play. Like, once they figure that out, it's a done deal.
That's
so,
rad.
So I'm excited.
Yeah, it'll be
'Cause-
cool.
Do you switch teams when?
No, fuck that. No, I've like it's I explain it like
support?
this. No,
Dual
fuck the dual support.
You're not
It's
gonna
like
be a
this.
half and half jersey
No.
guy like all the Brady people.
No, so I'm gonna put it to you this way: when you went through some of the struggles as a Nuggets fan, as I did, and they finally get good and they finally win it, like how can you say no? It's like being a Cubs fan. You sucked all those years, you get to the World Series, and you're like, all right, cool, we win it. Like now I'm a fan for life, and that's what ended up happening.
What do you mean the Nuggets were never good? What?
No, so
The last 20 years have been nothing but pain. So
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah. The last time the Nuggets made it to the conference final is when Kobe Bryant or let me rephrase it, Shannon Brown and Trevor Ariza fucking
Yep.
ripped our hearts out in the finals, or Western Conference Finals.
Yep.
Never made it. This was our first, or actually our third time getting to the conference final, and then finally getting to the finals and we won. It's our first one, we won. And then I ended up going down there for the parade time, so that was a lot of fun.
love that.
And then WNBA did their own version of NBA Con.
I saw
And
that.
That was free, and it was way better than NBA Con.
Really?
Google handed out some of the nicest duffel bags, fully stitched, nice like leather thing. They gave you the best food for free.
Wow.
NBA con you paid for like a slice of pizza was like $20.
Yeah.
I was like, really? Like $20 for a slice of pizza?
You won a championship. I was like, take the $20 slice of pizza.
Nah,
all right?
Yeah. Can't argue.
But other than that, I mean, like the Aces right now, they're actually playing in the Calder, what is it, the Calder Cup or whatever?
It's the Commissioner's Cup. Yeah.
And then they're playing the Liberty. So Gab's at home. She's a Liberty fan. I'm an Aces fan. So I was like, it's only fitting to wear this today.
Love it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, I see a little juice in your glass.
Finish
and that's
yours.
it.
We'll rate it, and we're gonna go to the second beer because we have
Done.
3 other incredible beers up there. 2 are gonna be from Anchorage, and if you missed it, check out the bite episode we did with Matt featuring Suffer. It's a triple black barley wine from Anchorage, and then we have Ghost in the Laboratory. It's a collab with Equilibrium and Parish. So
Yeah.
ratings, let's roll it.
So
Matt, Heron,
Anybody.
let's go Matt first.
Out of 10, I'm going to give that maybe a 6. Maybe a 6. Great start from New Brewery. I like where they're heading as far as approachability, making a lot of like very just like fruit forward summer, like, you know, easy drinking styles kind of draw your crowd in. I think they're going to make a lot more complex stuff going down the road. But early on, yeah, I'm impressed. So.
Heron.
Yeah, so I'd say like 7.5, 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Really, this is the beer that you kind of want to introduce people to if they like that fruity stuff. Like,
Kind of like hook them in, you know?
yeah, it wasn't overly sweet. It wasn't like overly like fruity. Like it had like just the right amount of everything that I think like, you know, when something just comes out, right?
Yeah.
It's starting. And all the TikTok people, whatever, I guess that's a new thing. So I think they're receiving it well because this is just super approachable, super drinkable. I mean, I think I was the first one done with this beer, and you know, it's not a style that you see a lot because people are like, oh no, it's just like candy in a glass,
It's an
whatever.
old man style.
Yeah.
But it's like it's so good.
It's good.
I think it was really
But
good.
it's like, come on, like wheat ales, like Mango Kart, one of the most popular
It's
beers
most
out
popular
there.
beer.
Come on.
My wife loves mango carts,
Yeah.
like all the time. JB rating.
I'd say kind of in that same realm of I'd probably do like an 8 out of 10 because I think it's approachable, super safe, but at the same time is complete and well-rounded.
Okay.
That's where I think you get into that realm of building your audience so you can do more fun stuff. So yeah, 8 out of 10.
See, ever since we talked to Blues Clues about just kind of how everything, how the rating goes, I have a hard time to like, when I have a beer from a brewery for the first time, giving it like such a high rating. Because I'm like, oh, like, yeah, this is like really up there. But then I'm like, wait, hold on. Like, what if I have something that's like...
But you've had nothing else.
Yeah, I have nothing else. So like, I think like a good base rating is like kind of like a 6 or like a 7. Just kind of like you guys said, this does check the boxes of approachable. This is like... really good to introduce, the sweetness, the wheat, like, yes. But then also I'm like, I don't want to put it too high, so like a 7 I think is, 7 or a 6 is like right there.
Cool.
Perfect.
On to the next one.
All right,
All right,
let's
next
go
one.
to the next one. All right, we're back. So, second beer we're going into. This is the Quad by Anchorage. It's called Four Hands. Coming in at 11% ABV, 100% nectar on hops.
4 hands.
JB bringing all the exciting stuff.
Yeah,
He knows what I like.
I caught the cup holder.
It's a coaster, silly.
It's holding the cup.
It's like super citrusy.
Typical
on the
Anchorage,
nose.
so good.
Oh my god.
Wow, that's a like...
I'm starting to love Nectaron. Like, realistically, in any
Yes.
IPA that I have, if it has Nectaron, normally I'm a big fan.
Yeah, it's like slightly piney, but kind of like pineapple-y sweetness in there. Super smooth, and it's not super dark either. It's kind of just nice normal
fucks
tone.
with this heavy.
I get big pineapple notes. Like,
Yeah.
it's almost like, like pineapple, like just the juice. Like
Yeah.
pineapple Dole Whip juice out of the can you make
Yep.
cocktails with. That's so good. Yeah.
That's literally what I was just going to say. It literally tastes like Dole Pie.
And then kind of like on the after, get like a little bit of that hopness to it. That reminds you that a little bit of booziness, a little bit of hops going on in there, but nothing to be like, oh my god, super boozy, but it just reminds you that it's a little bit more of a ABV. Heron?
It's weird. It's
It's
I love how like the three of us are on agreement here and just like, I'm gonna tell you the weirdest off the wall take. And, like, but it also makes sense. You're just like, oh, okay.
So it's not like a weird hop from where's that spot by Australia? What is
New Zealand.
New Zealand. It's not like
That weird spot by Australia.
That's his new favorite
Dude,
word. Weird.
I'm gonna just
The
tell you
one-
right now, all the New Zealand people are gonna hate you.
I was like,
No, they
I
know
was like,
it's
if
weird.
anybody from New Zealand listens to this, they're gonna be like, "Yo, Heron, like, he's off my list." I was like,
they know it's weird. Like that's like the cool part about New Zealand is that like they had like the dodo bird or something, right? Like isn't that from New
I
Zealand?
feel like you're just pulling out of your ass.
Yeah, I just feel like you're reaching at that point.
So, anyways,
trying
I
to
think
say
I
that.
think the grave gotten deeper on that one.
the hops from New Zealand are like pretty strange, right? But that's like the beauty of them is that they're introducing a different flavor to us. This kind of has a little bit of that, but then also a lot of like sweetness. What is this? A triple? You said
A quad.
quad. Okay,
11%.
so that's. I mean, that just pairs well with whatever kind of characteristics his hops are giving off. Because
Such a big quad guy.
I'm loving it.
Dude,
Yeah.
quads,
Huge
the quintuple IPAs, the Pures are coming
Oh,
out
my
with.
God.
That's my very niche thing where like I have me and my buddy Pat who are very like quintuple guys, and he'll go out to San Diego to have work trips, bring back quintuples, and it's like him and me, and everyone's like, "The fuck are you drinking?" And I was like, "Quintuple IPA." They're like, "That's basically a barley wine." I'm like, "I don't care." Like,
Hey, we'll do
but
it.
like they just nail it so well, and everyone's like, "Oh, you drink because it's high ABV." I'm like, "No, dude, I like that." Like malty boozy sweetness when it's done well. It still expresses the hops with those pineapple notes. Like so good. But yeah, they kill it on me.
I'm surprised somebody hasn't remade What's a Quad with Sean Kingston and just put it like a beer version. You know?
Hey, do it. Do it for the views.
I haven't heard that
Do it
name
for
in a
the
long
gram.
time, Sean Kingston.
Sean Kingston, baby.
Yeah, anytime you said quad there, I was like, "What's a quad?"
I mean, that was peak high school for us, right?
Right.
Like Sean Kingston,
Sean Kingston, your way.
Yeah.
dude,
That's
so
the
good.
one.
I'm telling you, somebody's got to remake the song. I'm pretty sure if I do like a YouTube like black hole, I can find it. You know what? Or I just have to do it. Maybe that's what I should do for when James gets back.
Dude,
Yeah.
speaking of high school, you know, just came up today on the internet that I had forgotten about a long time. Rebecca Black.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
I was like, she has an
Sitting in
actual
the front seat?
legitimate music career right now.
Sitting in
Like
the front seat,
she's sitting in the front seat. That's in the back seat.
Not in the
Like,
back seat.
Not in the back seat.
she didn't know what seat at
But like,
first.
dude, she didn't know what seat, and it had to be Friday. It couldn't be any other day of the week.
No, couldn't.
But no, she's turning into like an actual legit like respected music person, and I'm like, wow.
You know
come a
what was
long way.
really
Yeah, it's a
funny?
long
Like
way.
I can remember that people were like, "Oh, she's never gonna have a music career. She'll never be respected. This is just horrible."
Yep.
And now, like if you look at it, she's actually has a really good career.
Well, it's like the Nickelback Creed thing, where it was like it's cool to hate Nickelback and Creed, but now I'm the firmest believer that like I will blast Nickelback and Creed, and everyone's like, "Do you really like this?" I'm like, "Hey man, it's not cool to hate Nickelback and Creed anymore.
No.
Like we all know it's good. You know, Higher, you know,
Yeah.
like you know, Photograph. Like I know you know this. Like
Yeah.
Times have changed.
that's in love with everything. It's good. It's so good.
you
You
have to.
just want to have Scott Stapp take you higher. You know what I'm saying? Like we all want to have him take us higher. It's really needed in this day and age.
Yeah, no, literally.
Speaking of higher, which I just weirdly translated in my brain, I was like, with JB's crazy high long drive on the golf course, I was like, how you been? How's golf?
It's been good. I've been getting out there with Steven. He was supposed to be here with us, but he kind of got hit with the stomach bug. But just been playing with these guys, getting out there. I know we got to get out there again, too.
I gotta
Because
play this month.
every time we go out there, it's just a fun time. We always bring cool stuff. We've been lately bringing some of the Wolf King stuff out there, his light lager. Been kind of balancing out though, because remember when we first started golfing, we would get fucked up.
Oh,
on
dude,
it'd
this
be like
motherfucker would bring
quads, triples. We
No,
done stouts. We
it-
just Mortalis stout on the course. Me and Heron domed the bottle.
This
And-
dude used to bring out a fucking like. You would thought he had a cellar in his bag.
He's like middle of July, 100
Yeah.
degrees. You want a barley wine? You're like, bro, no.
Yeah,
Like,
no, you don't understand. It wouldn't just be that. He would bring stout, and we're like, dude,
Kinda-
what the fuck are you doing? Like,
Hey,
Yeah.
we had fun though. It was
and
it
then
was a
like
good time.
we would say that, and then we'll still drink it, like it was no problem. We'll give him so much shit. Be like,
Hey,
oh,
you would
Joseph,
allow
what are
me
you
to,
doing?
so you know.
JB, I love that you're the guy that middle of July, you come to the shop and it's like almost 115, and you're like, I just played golf. And I'm like, are you fucking insane? And you're like, I had the best time. We had stouts on the course. And I'm just like, are you serious? Like,
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm bringing like Sunny D seltzers in the course and being like, I'm refreshing. Like,
It's been a big change because nowadays we try to
Most of the
light
time,
lagers.
yeah,
We've done
bring
some
loggers out. Now
some
most
cool
of
that's what you're
stuff.
supposed to bring out.
We
Yeah,
try to
Kolsch's, we've done some pale ales.
Yeah,
You know.
we try to actually play golf.
Yeah, so now we have
Like-
like a rule. Try to keep it to at least 1 to 1.5 if we're sharing. per 9.
I just
That way we're spreading it out and a little bit of love for everybody.
Yeah, my thing is if you're going out there and paying like whatever 50, 60, 70 bucks, I want to try to like kind of play good.
Yeah.
No one's making the tour today, but I'm like I just want to like not be shanking every ball.
Hey,
But
those
look
few
at it-
rounds
I
where I've
look
been
at-
blacked out drunk and it's going and you're just like, oh.
See, I look at it like this, right? We've done this before, and like I'm not gonna. Should I say the time? Yeah, I'm gonna say the time. Times where you drink, like you go out and play early, and
Right.
then you like about a second or third hole, the cart girl comes by, and like you're like, my game is like either like I need to loosen up a little bit, or man, I'm fucking feeling it.
Yeah.
You always take that fireball shot,
Oh, yeah.
and once you
you take that fireball shot. I do not take that fireball shot.
you take the fireball shot, and let me tell you, that's what sets you up for success for
Yeah.
the next couple holes.
That sets
You
you up
have
for
to.
failure and a sticky hangover.
No.
I was like, that's what fireball does.
What was
Like,
that shot that you took last time because you didn't want to do?
Was it a screwball?
It was no, it was Jameson.
Oh, you did
Oh,
Jameson
yeah.
because you didn't want to do.
And then my game went to shit after that. Like it was at Revere, and I
Yeah.
know exactly. Like my
I
game
think-
just was ass.
I feel like after I took the fireball shot, the game was great.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you remembered the game being
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh yeah. It
Was it
takes
that-
a lot for this guy to get.
Oh, dude, for my birthday, it was during the pandemic. We had a 6:30 tea time.
Oh yeah.
I was pretty much drunk by like hole 2. I was already like 4 cores in, and
Like,
like,
we were-
at the next tee box, they're like, "Hey," like Joseph was hyping this shit up. I'm not even gonna lie. It's like, "Hey, my boss is gonna bring a whiskey like bottle."
yeah.
And when he brings the whiskey bottle, if you take a bitch like chug, he's gonna make you keep going until he says stop.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, like I've been around these guys before, like kind of been around somebody like that before, and I was like, all right, cool. Walk up to the fucking third tee box. I'm already drunk. It's like 6:55. He's like, hey man, you want some? Fuck yeah! He's like, happy birthday, chug. I was like, all right. So I'm sitting there, and he's like, oh shit, yeah! And then I put it down, and I was like, oh dude, this is a fucking mistake.
Hey, that's the moment you hit him with like that movie, The Campaign from Will Ferrell, where he has him on the podium. And he's like, "Welcome to the fucking show."
Oh no, then it gets even better. So I'm sitting there at the tee box about to tee off. He's like, hey man, you want some chew? Never done it in my
Oh
life.
no!
Never done it in my life. And Joseph's like, you gotta fucking take it. I was like, you fucking bitch. I've never done this before. He's like, if you start getting dizzy,
I was
just
like,
spit
you
it out.
feel it? Spit it out. I
Spit
don't
it
care.
out.
I was
Just
like-
don't let him see. I was like,
I was like, all
Don't
right,
do
bet. So I'm up there at the fucking tee box. I just put this bitch in. I go to swing, and it just like, I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna fall forward here. Like,
Oh, shit.
I was like, I'm gonna boop, hit it. All right, like we chilling. Like I'm cool. And then just kept snowballing from there. We were shotgunning.
yeah, we shotgun. We finished that hole. It was like a Weller
Yeah. And then
107.
and then they
full
were like,
bottle.
oh hey, by the way, for extra $20, we'll play another 18.
Yeah, we're like,
I was like, fuck yeah, let's go.
See,
And then after that, like I blacked out after like hole 5 on the second back. So like past that, I remember us going to Lazy Dog.
you had that dog in you that day. That's just different.
Oh,
Like-
well, then it gets even better. We go to Lazy Dog, we eat. I go home and take about like a 45-minute nap, and then everybody comes over to
for
our
his
house
birthday.
for my birthday.
And we're drinking all night.
Do you want to know I know you're younger than me? I was like, the first 18 after doing all that,
Yeah.
I'd be like, well, I'm done for the next 2 days. I'll see you guys in a week.
Oh,
Like,
wait, it gets even worse. So everybody comes over. Everybody's like taking shots. Dustin, let's take a shot. Happy birthday!
oh
Somebody brought this rum chata shit.
no!
And
so bad.
I've Coors Light, craft beer, Jameson,
His
Weller,
stomach is just
bourbon, chew, and then on top of it, they bring this rum chata, and then I'm sitting there, we're playing this game at our table, and somebody goes, "Hey, Dustin, get your boy." I was like, "Get your boy." I was like, "The fuck you mean me?" Like,
It's
like
so wait, whoa.
I'm like, I'm not gonna throw up. Like I'm sitting here chilling. We're playing Uno. Like the fuck you trying to look at my cards for? And he's and I look over and Joseph's just feeling it. I was like,
couldn't hang.
I was
Man.
like,
This is
oh boy. I was like, I was the one that was supposed to die. So I was like, hey Joseph, like switch spots with me. As soon as he gets up, he goes straight to his room. Comes back for a solid 20 minutes. And
I
then
try to
goes-
rally.
Try to rally. I was
Like-
proud. I was like, damn, you just hurled all that.
JB trying to like Gandalf the White on the top of the hill.
No,
just
like literally. when he
holy
came-
shit.
yeah, like he came out pale. I was like, dude, like you trying this? 20 minutes?
Yeah.
And then he went right back in and didn't see it for the rest of the night.
I was like, I'm out.
This is why you're just like me for real, because look, I go to bed, I'm even trying to rally. I'm doing the Irish goodbye to the bed, where it's just like everyone's like, "Where'd Matt go?" I'm just like, "Don't worry about it." I lock the door and just be in like silent solitude in the dark with AC running for like 2 days.
Next day, we had more people come over, drink some more. The AC went out, so we're sitting there in the fucking sweat house in the fucking middle of June.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh, it was bad.
That's a good time.
Oh, no. Woke up that next morning hungover as shit. Luckily, the AC went out, kind of sweated it all out for the night before.
All right, well, speaking of drinking quadruple the amount of what you should have,
Yeah.
what do you guys all rate this quad?
Honestly, I give this one a solid, 10. I just really enjoy the flavor. Everything that, what you were saying, the pineapple, the pininess, the just going together.
Sweetness, everything.
Sweetness, it just delicious. This is something that I would probably have, if I could get it all the time, I would probably drink it all the time.
Fair.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I can't argue. 10 out of 10. I mean, it's just everything I look for in a quad. I love drinking high ABV stuff. It's there.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, so with IPAs, I don't know what it is, but my tummy, it just it does something.
Oh,
To where I
This
can't
man breaks up the tummy.
I can't have a lot of IPAs, so this
Tummy.
factors into my okay, is this IPA gonna be worth it? This one, 100%. I'll drink it until my tummy actually hurts. This one's good enough.
Your stomach?
So yeah, I guess I don't know what is that? At least a 9 out of 10.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Fair.
Drink it till my tummy hurts. 9 out of 10.
yeah,
That's good.
9 out of 10.
I'm gonna go with, again, no perfect beer. 9 out of 10. I was like, perfection. Anchorage is always label sick. Nectron hops were amazing. That pineapple note on the quad is unreal, and you tell it's actually well made, not just super malt bomb like a lot of
thrown
quads are.
together, yeah.
So yeah, amazing. I mean, it's crazy that after 3 years I still haven't had a bad beer from Anchorage, but we're still here. So there you go.
Hey, 3
All right.
years.
We're going to cut to the next beer. And we're back with the third beer. So this one, Ghost in the Laboratory, batch 2 from Equilibrium, collab with Parish Brewing. It's coming in at 8.5% ABV.
8.5.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
It smells great. Almost a little more grassy. Very good though.
Yeah, almost grainy grassy.
Grainy grassy is a good word.
It's
I don't know. I get almost instead of grassy, it's almost like a sweet hoppy.
It's like sweet celery.
Sweet, yeah,
You just get a
sweet,
celery bitterness out of it.
See, I was gonna celery is the best way to describe it. You know how celery doesn't really have a taste; it just kind of tastes like wet, grass, kind of. That's what that kind of reminds me.
Grassy, yeah.
Yeah,
Grassy.
wet, grassy.
It's
Yeah.
interesting because I think it's supposed to have Citra Incognito, Citra T90s on the hop side, followed by an insane amount of Citra Lupamax.
You know, I'm not
Double dry
surprised
hop.
with Parish. They always make very green beers. Where every time they come out with Ghost in the Machine, I remember Andrew and I, we had a Ghost in the Machine that was 7 months old, and I thought it was the best Ghost in the Machine I've ever had. Where you get it straight out the canning line. I feel like they make it because all those dudes at the brewery love super green, super resinous IPAs. And we age it. We didn't age it, but somebody gave it to us for 6 months old, and I was like, "That's actually perfect." So, I mean, maybe that's Parish's MO, but I mean, yeah, super good though.
That's interesting. So I know we also did the one I brought, the double dry hop Ghost in the Machine. It was a year old. The one we had, and that one cooled off so much, and it was perfect. And we were like, "Ooh, it's exactly what we want." So, like you said, I think. Because even in their description, they say it's kind of notes of mango smoothie, Grove Stand orange juice with plenty of pulp, orange tang, tropical fruit cup and syrup, dank grass, and a rainbow melon cream side.
I mean, you definitely get
All
the
packed into a resinous, chewy mouthfeel.
pulp or rind on that, a
Yeah.
little bit of a pithiness to it, that from a rind. But yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's a resinous. I get that last part they put in there. Resinous, chewy mouthfeel. So
I don't feel chewy mouthfeel.
think they're talking about kind of like where you get that
Yes,
like
I mean,
orange tang pulpy.
Yeah,
kinda like
I could see like the orange tang part in it.
You definitely get the mouthfeel on it. It's not light to the touch,
Yeah.
but I mean, yeah, that's solid. That's really, really good.
I don't know. I think I got the what did you call it? The extra.
the hop surprise.
Yeah, the hop surprise.
There was a little build up of hops.
I think like it kind of mellowed out.
You
Like,
had the bottom of the can, so
Yeah.
that might have been a little bit more weird.
yeah, I don't know. It's just like I said, it kind of tastes like wet grass. But then, like once you started saying like there's that orange like orange tang to it, I'm just like, oh okay, like I can see where the orange tang is.
I get
Yeah.
a little bit of spice from it at the end, like the very end when like it finishes. Like there's like
bit of hop spice.
there's a little bit of spice that like surrounds your tongue. Like it's just I don't know what it is. It's kind of like a black pepper spice. Like it's there.
That's good though.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
All right, ratings, boys. What do you think?
Oh, damn, went straight back to me. I think this is a solid 7. Vegas 7.
7?
No.
Yeah,
Lucky
7.
sevens?
Lucky 7.
All right.
Oh, we got to get 3 of those,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it, but at the same time, it's nothing crazy, nothing that I would reach for again. So I appreciate it. 8 out of 10.
Okay. Here.
So it kind of develops on the tongue, but it's like still kind of single noted to me. You know, as weird as those two kind of pair together. So I'm gonna give it like a 6.4 if I can. You know, it's not a 6 flat. It's a little bit higher than a 6, but it's not like a 6.5. You know, it's just there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 6. I'm gonna go 6. That seems right in the middle, fair. Where I don't know that it's one that I'd go back for again and again and
Yeah.
again, but I appreciate what they went for, and I can see a lot of other dudes rating this as high as a 9 or a 10
Yeah.
for sure. But for my preference, yeah, I feel like a 6 is fair.
Yeah, and I think even with 1,000 check-ins, the average rating is a 4.21, which
It's high.
for them is it's on
High-ish.
the higher side, but I think for the hype around something like that type of collab, it is on the lower side. So I think there's a mix of
yeah.
really high and then some people that are more in the middle, like it's not the craziest or best overall. So I think it's more average, I would say.
My question is for y'all: do you think this would have been better if you held it for a couple of months and then had it, or do you think like having it now would have been better than waiting?
No, I feel like
It would mellow out even more almost, right?
I was about to say it is still mellow on the mouthfeel comparatively to like a normal Parish like Ghost release. So I think it's definitely still on the lighter end. I feel like if you let it go even more, yeah, you'd lose that like grassy hoppy note. But I think it'd be for the better. I feel like you would just taste it and wouldn't have like it'd be even more one note than some of you guys said it already is.
Yeah.
So I think drinking it now is like the right move, even though you got like the crazy resinous pour.
Yeah. Well,
but-
I just was looking at the bottom of this, and it's like
It's a little bit thicker.
Yeah, it's a little bit thicker and like looks like a gold flake.
Or like me, Hair, and JB are all like, yeah, it was like little one note. You're like, bro, that was a hot punch from fucking the heavens. Like,
Yeah. I feel like I just got Hadouken. Hadouken!
I love it. Yeah, but good stuff overall. Yeah, solid.
Cool.
Alright,
Cool.
we'll
Solid.
cut to the next beer. And we're back with the 4th beer. So this one, we're on the Anchorage train. So this one is Origin, 8.4% ABV, brewed and double dry hopped with 100% Southern Passion hops.
Ooh.
Cheers.
Southern Passion. What the hell is
I don't
that?
think I've ever had that. I was say, yeah.
So this is actually kind of cool.
Ooh.
Since it's on Untappd, one of my friends has checked this in. And Matt, you actually checked this in August 22nd of 2020.
I've had this.
Yeah,
Damn,
that's just kind of cool.
I didn't know that.
There's the picture, yeah.
Oh, I have had this. Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Wow, that's a long time ago.
And you rated it a 4.5 out of 5.
I'm like, now I'm gonna be on the spot. I'd be like, I'll give it a 3. No, just kidding. No, this is really good. I get almost like. Let me try again.
It's so different. It's like a little bit of bitter.
I get like a
Little.
peach note to it.
Yeah, like peachy but bitter. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Peach.
8.4% ABV, it almost has like a little bit of like a alcohol
Peach
burn.
nectarine kind of vibe.
I like
Nectarine, yes.
Yeah.
A little bit,
nectarine.
right?
Yeah. It's like this would you call it the sweetness or like the tartness of the nectarine?
I call it more the tartness.
Tartness, because the
Yeah.
peach is like the soft, approachable
Yeah.
side in the front,
And the nectarine is just
that-
like,
bite, a little bit
Yeah.
more of the bite.
gotcha.
Heron, you're quiet over there. I don't like it.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't quite have my mind wrapped around this thing yet.
Aaron, while you're joining that, I was like, how you been? And I was like, catch up with the
went around
boys.
the
I haven't seen you
table.
guys in a
Yeah.
while. What's new? What's on your mind?
Well, just been working.
It's been working?
You know, you haven't seen me in Beer Zombies often because I'm actually working during the times that you're working.
You've been on your lawyer grind lately.
Yeah, you know what? They say that it takes a business about 2 to 3 years in order to really kind of get moving, kind of get going, kind of get encouragement back into the whole movement. And I'm right around 2.5 years.
Okay.
And it's, you know, I might be able to sustain my own life off of this business starting, I don't know, now.
Love that.
So, you know,
I've seen you carrying your briefcase everywhere, so that's how I know you mean business.
yeah. I mean business all the time.
Just lawyer
But now a
documents
little
and
bit
goods
more
on you.
When he means serious business is when he's got his jacket on and he's got his pen right here.
That's when he has the roller backpack.
Yep.
I was
roller
like,
backpack.
the roller backpack. You know, everyone in high school had the roller backpack. They mean business.
No, Heron's got the one where it's got the tag, so it just follows him where he walks.
Oh.
Hey, fancy.
Or you like, there's those new ones that
The
like,
scooter ones.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
just
scooter.
like ride those things. And you're
See,
like,
I can
nice.
see you being one of those guys at the courthouse just rolling around
There's no way.
Just
with
ride
the,
it.
with the
I wouldn't
Honda,
do
with the Tacoma like
Emblem.
like sticker on emblem on the front of
I would
it.
just put badges on this thing.
Riding on his riding it like he's like, he's like on my way to the court.
I just like off-road down the stairs.
He
and I'm
pulls
like,
in.
yeah,
The
dude.
judge is like, "Sir, what are you doing?" I'm here to fucking win this thing.
You know what's
er-
funny? It's like for all the shit that always give Heron for being a lawyer, it's like it's so funny because like he's the coolest fucking lawyer I've ever met. Where I'm like this guy's like, I'm representing your case. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah,
I feel
I'll be
good.
I
Versus
feel
like
confident.
the stuffy like 4-shirt like ruffled feathers like vest guy. It's like I'm representing your case. She's like, I'm probably fucked.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, it's like it's nice to know the Herons out there like serving the people.
Serve the people.
For the people.
For the people.
For the people.
For
Hey,
the
look,
people.
we got to get a campaign going.
For
For the people.
For the people. And it's a picture of Heron drinking a beer.
So boys, real shit. Going into hockey season, because
Oh.
obviously you know I'm a hockey insane fanatic.
Yes.
Golden Knights, do we repeat or no?
No.
It's tough. I think we made decent moves to put us back in position. It's very reliant on if we could maintain the momentum of the playoffs, right? We got to have everyone step up, produce. Injury bug has to stay away.
Yep.
That was huge for us in the playoffs to be able to maintain that high level of play, contribution for everybody, and have minimal injuries.
That's what
like a
killed
perfect-
Florida.
Yeah.
Matthew Tkachuk, that sternum injury,
Yeah.
killed him.
And they were already kind of, I think, outnumbered in that series. So to lose a top player to injury, they had never had a chance.
Dude, I was scared of that guy. Real talk. Like we went to that series, and I was like, Mr. OT, like Mr. always finds himself in front of the net, and then did it to us one game, and I'm like, oh shit, like
He had the Jimmy Butler effect.
he had the Jimmy Butler effect.
And let me tell you, both series going on at the same time, and you have that same fucking pesky ass motherfucker on your on both teams that you're going against, causes you a lot of stress.
I'm not gonna lie, the guy that is like has me already in the couch, like dry heaving, and
Yeah.
like the dude is like scoring these late minute OT goals
Yeah.
and like waving the team off to the locker room.
Yeah.
like that's gonna stress anybody out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I had both of them. Both of them. Not fun.
Yeah,
Multi-Florida enemies.
Yeah,
Seriously,
no,
yeah.
literally. And like it just was like one day, fuck Jimmy Butler. What is he gonna do when it comes to the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking
Yeah.
god! And then it's next day,
Kachuk, yeah.
Kachuk. Oh my god, it's fucking close, dude. What like I can't fucking look. Like
Yeah.
this is
Yeah,
not
so
right.
it's interesting because I don't think Florida will be back. I don't think they'll go as deep in the playoffs
Yeah, I can see that.
this year. I think they captured a lot of magic in that run.
I
The Knights, like I said, stay healthy, play as a team, maybe make a move at the deadline, try to spice things up a little bit. Think we could go back to back.
I'm calling it right now on this podcast. I did on parade day, sitting in front of Beer House, that we're going to be sitting here 1 year later, back-to-back champions.
so
Or my prediction is if we don't win this year, we'll win the year after. will be 2 out of 3.
The window's open.
Yeah,
The window's open for
the
sure.
window is next year and the year after. I think anything past that.
Well, then you turn into the Lightning that they're trying to still make a run at it, but their window's clearly closed for winning 2 back-to-back.
Yeah.
So, but I think next year you have all the same guys coming back, besides losing Riley Smith to the Penguins hurt, but then,
It opens up some new opportunities.
I feel like
for
that
younger
sets
players.
it. I feel like that sets us up. So my thing is if we move from Leonard's contract, that opens up a position to where hey, we can get somebody like Patrick Kane or somebody.
I don't want Kane. Keep Kane's old ass out of here.
But what I'm trying to say is it opens up that spot to where some disgruntled player again becomes up in the trade deadline.
You're Jack Eichels.
Yeah.
You throw your cast out there and hope it hooks. And
Yeah.
that's what ends up happening.
I mean, realistically, Leonard's done in the NHL.
Yeah.
With the Chapter 9 bankruptcy, the snake farm,
And then, it's just what I was telling Joseph when we first got him. He was a guy that was good at his position, but the distractions outweighed how good he was.
Yep.
And now that you throw, bankruptcy at him, you throw all this other stuff. I just feel like at that point, how do you keep a guy
and double hip surgery or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's tough to kind of keep a guy that's like that, where you're like, hey, your production's good, but the stuff that you're doing outside of it is causing kind of bit of a distraction and taking away from you're putting the spotlight on something that doesn't need the spotlight already.
Yeah. Because if he ever does come back, I think it would be after this season. I don't think he's coming back. I don't think he's healthy enough. If he does, he would have to play AHL games, get back into rhythm, and at that point it goes to, if he does come back, he kills in the AHL. Let's say he just absolutely shut out.
Yeah.
Comes back to the caliber player he is. Then the Knights have a good problem on their hands, right? You have a player that all of a sudden is healthy, shut teams out, and was top 10
I don't think he comes
goalie.
back.
I mean, but if he did and he wanted to and played at that level, it's an asset to the Knights. I don't think it's detrimental at all
It
because
is
you
an
can
asset.
unload that $5 million contract. Any team would take that contract in a heartbeat. I don't care what you say about outside problems, anything. $5 million, that player comes back and plays to
I don't
9
know, there's some
tenths out of that.
bottom 20 teams that would take him for sure.
Instantly.
He hasn't played hockey in 2 years.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
And he has a double hip surgery. I think it would be done in the NHL, period.
Yeah, I think that's a smart thing, but if he's stubborn and really wants to come back and is able to prove that he can still play,
Right.
I tell people don't worry about it because what team, bottom 20 teams, would say, yes, we'll take him? That's
Ottawa.
not
Yeah.
Ottawa, anybody, yeah. And so yes, it
Sharks, maybe.
sucks.
Sharks are. I love seeing the Sharks with no Eric Carlson now, having traded him to the Penguins now.
Yeah.
They're going to be just in miserable, just lower contention. I'm so excited for that because I fucking hate them. So
Yeah, they lost out on. They traded away everybody pretty much.
Yeah,
They
we
actually-
didn't really
they're
talk
fully
about
got
Burns, Couture.
EK,
Yeah.
Timo Meyer.
Yeah.
everybody.
So realistically,
They're not
Aaron,
there.
what do you think? Repeat next year or no?
So many things have to go excellent in order for any team to win it. I don't know how teams win it twice. It's not like the NBA where it's just you keep the same dudes and you're just well, we're going to run this shit back to back to back. You know what I'm saying? Los Angeles Lakers, not happening in hockey. Hockey's just a different
Repeats
beast
are-
altogether.
yeah.
Playoffs are chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really what it comes down to. So it's really just a crapshoot. You can have the best people, and you can have them playing super high, but what are the injuries looking like?
Yeah.
What are the other teams looking like?
Yeah.
Are they keeping their shit together?
that's-
So what do they call it now? Blind.
So
Repeat or no repeat?
I would say no repeat, but still pretty far in the playoffs. So maybe second to third round.
So we're not pulling an avalanche to where we lose our best players, get to the first round and lose. We're gonna get to the second round and lose.
Yeah.
The second to third,
Hey,
somewhere around
we're
there.
going all the way. I want to be on your guys' podcast a year from now when we are back-to-back champions.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, if this happens, we'll all shotgun on the podcast.
Done.
we'll do some
Oh,
crazy
easily.
shit. We'll
We'll have to do something.
tornado chugs
Okay,
across the
so
board.
last piece before I rate this. Nuggets, back-to-back?
Fuck yeah.
Well,
Listen,
if they do
And
that,
listen,
we're all
listen.
tornado
I'm telling you
chugging.
right now, if Jokic won MVP this year when he rightfully deserved, right?
Yeah.
And he goes into next season and just does the same exact shit. He could have been the first player to 4P MVP.
Fair.
And I feel like, after this year, you win the first one, you're like, oh, fuck it. I like the bonus that came with it. I like the pedestal it put me on. I want a second one. Hey, he can buy 2 horses now.
He's like, I want to go to my 2 horses.
But a goal of mine is to drink with Nikola Jokic.
Okay.
Because from everybody, when they came out here to party, everybody who partied and drank with him said that he's next level. The Serbian stuff that he was serving.
All right, we'll have to try to just be in proximity of the club he goes to, and then go in there and touch the finals trophy and go drink with Jokic.
Yeah, no, literally, that's the game plan for next year.
So ratings-wise, what do you guys got?
Yeah.
Ratings-wise,
on this one,
I definitely out of 10, I give it a like an 8.5. I think an 8.5 is perfect for that one.
JB,
kind of in the same boat. I was trying to think of my untapped scale, so 8.5. I don't know. I was thinking around a 4.3, so it's basically 8.5. So it'd be 8.6. Yeah, right there.
Okay. Hair?
All right, I would say it's about a 7.5. Going back to the tummy ache thing, it's not really worth it for me. It's still good, but
so it's all the hair and tummy ache scale.
Yeah. The tummy ache IPA scale. There's a balance to be had.
Milkshake IPA from this man goes 0 out of 10.
Yeah. It's a balance to have.
All right, so next episode we're gonna do lager, pale ale, and
the hair and tummy scale.
Oh yeah,
hair and tummy scale.
There we go.
You know what? We're just gonna start with the lightest of light, and then just work up and see where your stomach.
You're like, okay, hair, this is water. Rank this water.
Yep, no, literally. Sparkling water's next, then it's tonic water, and then it's just...
Actually, you really could rate water. There are places with really bad water.
Do you know there's a water sommelier guy on TikTok breaks down the minerality of water and everything like that, and he was the guy's actually these waters are super good based on hype, and I'm like,
as much as I want to say no fucking way, I saw his video this morning, and that's how I knew I watched too much.
Dude, the water sommelier, bro.
Yeah. Once I found out that there was a guy that legit sits there and breaks down the water.
There's a cat that tastes water and says which one it likes. Yeah. It's
I trust that cat.
Yeah, no, literally. And after I realized I've gotten that on TikTok, I know I've gone too far on TikTok.
That's at that perfect point, place to be.
That's where you've nailed in your algorithm.
Yeah. You're you refined it to be perfect.
Well, see, it was weird. First, my TikTok algorithm went from video games, then it went to sports, then it went to conspiracy theories, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is half of this conspiracy shit? And then it went just straight educational,
and then cats drinking water and PBS.
No, legit. I'm like, dude, what the fuck did the History Channel become on TikTok? Bro?
It's all the craft beer drinkers worldwide.
Anthony Bourdain, History Channel, PBS, cats
the
drinking
fucking
water.
alien guy that ended up
dying.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, TikTok is a algorithm wild.
All right, well, for me,
to roll back,
I guess roll back. I love that shit. I can't wait. I think for me, I'm gonna give it a 4.5. No, I'm just kidding.
Back to that same rating.
Back to the 2020 Untapped rating. I'm gonna go with an 8. An 8. Love the nectarine notes, love the peach notes. Super drinkable, super approachable. Anchorage fucking kills it. That's it. So yeah.
So, as Matt would say, Anchorage kills it, and we're just gonna right there, just
we're out. No, but hey, as always, fun time, guys. Thank you for coming out again, Matt. We're actually at Matt's place, so you'll see the beautiful bar background and all his goodies back there. And till next time, guys, we will definitely jump more to the lager train. I feel like Heron over here is feeling neglected and his tummy's hurting, so we're gonna have to switch it up for him to make sure he's in a good mood next time. So,
and it's all right. I after this episode, mental note from a year from now, if this all happens, we'll be back.
Done.
We'll be shotgunning.
Look forward to it.
Nights 2P.
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 All right. Later, guys.
Cheers.
Later.